What's up, champ?
What's up?
So we are coming hot off the tails of the Chubb Enduro.
Mm-hmm.
You raced in that, correct?
Yes.
How do you feel about your performance?
Well, I got first in the amateur category.
Yeah.
So
we've been saying that for a while. I've always thought that you were the best amateur out there. You were the king of amateurs. That's and you did. You got first place in it. So congratulations. So I'm working on a new nickname for you. We're probably gonna just call you champ from now on, at least until you lose your next race, or maybe you'll move up next time since you won. Since you're
both Mustache and I are gonna move up.
So you're gonna go up to expert.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Expert.
Very exciting. How did your time compare to some of the expert riders?
We were like middle of the pack actually.
Okay, cool.
In terms of expert riders.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Neat. So because that was your first Enduro race that you were actually able to fully complete.
Yes, and same with Mustache too. That was his first race.
So you beat Mustache though
by 30 something seconds.
Wow, that's a lot. That's like a full stage or something. Wow. That's rough. Lemon in the back, he feels as though he was unable to race. He had he crashed out on practice day.
Crash.
Not season ending. He had a lower body injury, and he was unable to race, or he chose not to. He was being responsible with it. Maybe he feels that by the time the race day came around, he could have done it. But he feels as though if he raced, he would have laid the smackdown on both you and Mustache. What do you think of that, champ?
I don't believe it.
Okay.
I don't know, hard tale.
How's it feel to be champion of amateurs?
Good.
Cool.
Sure.
Has your life changed at all since becoming?
Nothing has changed.
Nothing?
Nothing has changed.
Oh, well, I call you champ now.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's changed. And that's good. So that's fun. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's the change that's been made.
So yeah, congratulations. Honestly, that is really awesome to be able to do that. And then I'm stoked for you to get into the expert division and start battling out there and what you're able to do with a little more experience. Are you going to do BME?
No, I'm going to be there for the practice day, but I won't be there for race day.
Sick. And then do you plan on doing St. Gnarls?
Yes. Yeah. As long as I can be in town.
Cool. So you'll race expert division in St. Gnarls.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Probably.
That'll be fun. All right. Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
We'll see.
I believe Matt from Low Key Events for the Missouri Enduro Series. I believe Matt and Jeff Powell, the course designer, and Dave Elkin, also course designer and big part of Big Mountain Enduro. They're going to come on the podcast next week. So everybody can be super stoked about that. Three really fun guys. And obviously they put on a really fun series out of that. So
those are three big names in the area too.
Yeah, I think the plan is to like talk about kind of how Greensfelder and Chubb went, like from their perspective and what their thoughts were, following up the event, which is going to be cool to hear. And then, of course, like towards the end of the podcast, I'm going to really start prying in deep and trying to like get everybody some like hints and tips and information maybe that the guy shouldn't be sharing. Yeah. So like I'll pass that on, or I'll try to get that, but it'll be deep in. It would be past 20 minutes. No juicy information before 20 minutes. So skip ahead.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah, we have that Mucoff display. We are officially a Mucoff Ambassador, whatever that means. We've had this Mucoff display for quite some time. So much so to our lights burnt out. It had a really cool backlit to it. So if people are listening to the audio, we're just looking at a giant shelf that says Mucoff. The champ standing right next to it. So we're going to have his endorsement. So if you're also an amateur mountain biker, you want to become the champion, then I would recommend following Alex's advice on how to get a first place spot on to be champion of all amateurs. And we're going to discuss how you keep your bike clean and keep yourself and your gear fresh utilizing Mucoff products. Mucoff's one of my favorite companies. I absolutely love the pink and black. I think it's just hot looking color. I grabbed their gloves and they're just a slide on glove, no strap or anything. They're really dope. Oh, these gloves. I even grabbed them to show folks. Yeah, these gloves. They're pretty cool. But yeah, Mucoff sponsors a lot of really good riders. So they're investing a lot in the mountain bike community or in the race scene. So it's good to see them investing money towards those guys. And then they come out with a ton of cool products. They literally have every friggin' planet under the sun. They're like the park tool of like solvents and lubricants and liquids. So, you know, we've really kind of embraced that with Mucoff, and now they have their ambassador down. We have a giant jug. We actually have multiple giant jugs of Mucoff Cleaner. Get it, Alex? Heck yeah. You're right. Your camera is kind of fuzzy. So that's 25 liters of Mucoff Cleaner. That's really awesome. Mucoff also has, and that's $155. So if you want to get like a lifetime supply of bike cleaner, you can do so for $150. And you can spray that all over your bike. It can get on your rotors. It's no big deal. It doesn't care. You can spray it on your brake pads. It's cool. You want to make sure you're not like, when you're spraying the cleaner, you're not like pushing contaminants from on your bike onto your brake pads or your rotors. So be cautious of that. But the cleaner itself is not going to affect it. So then pan over to the power washer. Yeah. And I'm from St. Louis, so I put an R in the word wash. I can't help that. I'm sorry. Try not to let that bother you. How do you say it? What is that?
Power washer.
Yeah. So that and it's low pressure. This is a bad angle of it, but you can go watch a YouTube video on it. It's got a foaming attachment. Oh yeah, there you go. Bring it closer. And then it's got the little, why do I always like mess up? There we go. Got you on the big screen. Nobody has to look at my mug anymore. Yeah, it's got the wand and a bottle attaches right to that down towards the end of the gun there. So you attach your Muc-off bottle, you just twist it right on there, and then it's got foaming action to it. And now that we're Mucoff ambassadors, you can come by the shop. I'm gonna have to research how much it costs, but we will refill your bottle of Muc-off for you. I'm sure at a discounted rate than it would be even to buy concentrates and stuff like that. But anyhow, Mucoff's a cool company, so they've got all this neat stuff that's fun and handy to have. And their marketing is pretty fun too. So since they have so many ridiculous products, I thought it would be exciting for everybody if we literally we're just going to go through all the products and just read what the heck they are. There's so much stuff for Muc-off. I don't think anybody understands the breadth of it. And I would say we've got at least 100 different Muc-off products here in the shop, including the 25-liter bike cleaner, and then lubes, brushes.
We probably have like 100 per.
Yeah, pick up that little tub. Those are like my favorite. You can get a tub and then show the camera what's in it. So it's going to come with everything you need to clean your bike. I love that kit. Uh-oh. Our battery's dying. Hold on, guys.
Which battery?
Yeah. I love that kit. And then the nice thing is all your stuff goes right back in there. Mm-hmm. Now you got a nice little handy holding place for all of it. How much is that kit? Does it say?
This one is $69 plus tax.
Yeah, dude, $69. So.
And then we got a bigger one.
That one's pretty dope too.
Yeah, this one's cool. It comes with way more.
Yeah, all kinds of fun things. But yeah, it's cool because it just keeps all your cleaning supplies in one place. You don't want, somebody else grabbing some of your bike cleaning tools and trying to do something else with them.
Yeah.
God knows what people do with your bike cleaning utensils. But that's really cool. And then as far as cleaning stuff goes, there are the brake pad. Pull those disc brake covers out. This is an invention I thought of long before Muc-off, but they actually came up with the right way to do it and perfected it. So those have like Velcro on the inside, and they cover over your disc brake. So you wouldn't use that when you're actually cleaning your bike. You will leave the bike off. And then when you're applying your polish or your shine or something like that, your matte detail finisher or one of the other crazy products that you can put on your bike to help dust and dirt not stick to it, put those covers on. So that you're not getting a mess all over the place.
Something you can put on your bike, but not on your brakes.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then, $23, you get you a brush kit. Not much to say about that. So let's see what product. I mean, obviously the bike wash is going to be the most used product. Go ahead, Alex, and let's test out what it would be like if you were to just read the back of the bottle to me, and let me know what Mucoff has to say about it.
So this one's not bad. Mucoff Cleaner removes dirt, sand, traffic film, mud, insects, and oily grime to leave your whole bike sparkling clean. It is safe on frames, forks, headsets, shock units, fairings, bars, grips, seats, engines, pivot points, screens, aluminum, anodized metal, paintwork, chrome, carbon fiber, steel, rims, wheels, spokes, hubs, disc brakes, suspension parts, plastics, composites, decals, and rubbers, and etc.
Pause.
Yeah. They
All
list
right, so
everything.
that's just the typical cleaner. I mean, pick up a bottle of that. How much is a bottle of that? Do we have a price tag on it?
It's about $18 after
Sold.
tax.
So $18 for a nice bottle. But you don't have to worry about where you spray it. If you attach it to the actual machine unit, it'll foam it, which is cool. If not in the spray bottle, it just goes on the spray bottle. When I clean my bike, I spray the rag and then wipe my bike down. That's how I clean most things. So, you know, I don't think everybody does that, but you could do that.
I think most people spray first.
Yeah. So feel free to do those types of things. Stay away from areas where water can enter the frame of your bicycle. If you do clean your bike or use a hose on it of any kind or get it super wet where moisture can get into the frame, go ride your bike around on the street for, you know, a mile or so, jump around, kind of shake some of that water out of there. Don't like get done with a ride, clean your bike, you know, like put a hose to it or some nonsense, and then just leave it sit in your garage for a week. Like that is just brutal on your bottom bracket, your headset, your everything. Like, don't do that. That's not cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can use that. Okay, now, the waterless wash.
Waterless?
Yeah,
this one's interesting.
I'm so self-conscious about how I say that.
Yeah.
So maybe pick the. Is there a more interesting paragraph to read than what you chose to read? You know what?
Yeah, I can read the. So Mucoff Waterless Wash is a highly advanced, easy-to-use spray which cleans and polishes in seconds without the need for water. Details your whole bike, motorcycle, or car in seconds. So you can use it on your motorcycle too, not just your bike and your car. Leaving behind a streak-free shine. It has an innovative formula that is designed to encapsulate any surface dirt to prevent scratching. Use it to remove light contaminants in between major washes.
Yep. So this is that's what we use in the shop. Typically, we order a lot of Mucoff stuff, so at least 1 or 2 bottles is like deformed when it ships. So we use those for shop use. We wipe bikes down. I always, like, if I'm pulling a bike out from service department, I always hit a rag with some waterless wash, wipe the bike down real quick, give it that real kind of fresh looking digs to it. People love it when it comes out. So yeah, really nice stuff. Even if you're like, I don't like taking a hose to my bike, I don't like really cleaning my bike. I do everything, you know, that waterless is the way I go, just onto the rag, wipe it down. And then, like they said, that's going to help prevent it that, you know, if you're just using water and wiping it down, that dirt's going to grind into your clear coat and all that kind of stuff. Using something like that kind of encapsulates the dirt, pulls it off, you know, the surface, and then you can wipe it away without worrying about scratching your bike up. So in your stanchion, stuff like that as well. So that's why we use it, because I obviously cannot afford to be scratching people's bikes up. So we're really cautious there. And I take good care of my stuff. So I like to use that as well on mine. So that is cool stuff. We carry that. That came out about a year or 2 ago. Super dope. And then moving on is the Drivetrain Cleaner. Pretty self-explanatory what Drivetrain Cleaner is.
Yeah.
So you just spray that on your drivetrain, and then you use like one of these little scrubby brushes there to clean it up. A lot of people like using. Do we have one of the machine operated Muc-off machines over there?
Not the Mucoff one, no.
No, we sold out of it.
Oh,
so we don't have quite everything. So yeah, clean the drivetrain up and then wipe your bike down. Do that first. That's the time when you want to be really cautious about hitting those rotors. So if you have the protectors, you can put those on when you're kind of spraying it first. But when you go to scrub or start wiping everything down, you can't have, you know, it's going to be hard to have the disc brake thing on there. It'll probably spin in there, but I wouldn't really recommend that. But yeah, so do that. Then the Mucoff Lube, pull some of that lube up real fast.
Yeah. They got dry, wet, cold season, warm season.
So we have 2 lubes that we like to carry here in the shop. One's going to be Muc-off, and the other one is
Rock and Roll.
Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
Holy Cow is awesome. You know, the big thing with, you know, a lot of people ask about how often they should be cleaning their drivetrains. When it's dirty is always my answer. So if it's dirty, clean it. If it's not dirty, then keep riding. But if you stay on top of your lubing your chain every couple of rides, it's going to clean it in the process as well. So stay on top of that. You know, would it be great to overhaul everything every now and again? Yeah, but you know, maybe you're not that great of a rider and you break your chain every few months. Anyway.
Oh, I go through drivetrains pretty quick, so I need to take care of them.
They would last longer though if you kept everything clean and lubed well.
I think you just ride a lot.
Yeah, that's my RX.
Yeah.
Your amateur advice is just wing it, right?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, well, champion of amateurs, you heard it here first. So
ride your bike.
Yeah, just yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it does sound like something an amateur champion would say. No, but Mucoff Lube's really cool. I recommend that for people who are trying not to make a mess. Holy Cow is the Rock and Roll stuff is awesome. I love it, but it is messy. So we use that here in the shop. I don't care about how much lube we get all over the floor. Some people are a little bit more particular about their garage at home. Maybe they don't have a garage and they're in a public space, so you can't afford just to have a big spot of lube on the ground. You could always put a towel down. That's handy. But Mucoff is a little bit thicker, especially the dry lube is pretty thick. And you can literally just hit every roll or every little link in between and not make a mess at all, and then wipe it all right back off, and you're good to go. So, Mucoff Lube, and it shift bikes. I see bikes shift a lot kind of smoother and cleaner after we lube them up with the Mucoff stuff. They also have a ceramic. I've heard some really great things about the ceramic lube.
Yep.
I have not ran the ceramic lube personally, but it's cool. Oh, and on the edge, we've got the some sort of crazy dynamic lube of some kind. You know what would be interesting? I got to the point where we're just breezing by everything. What do they say on the back of the dry lube bottle?
Nothing fun on that one. Mucoff Dry Lube is an ultra-durable, long-distance bicycle chain oil. It's specifically formulated to excel in long-distance dry or damp conditions. Our state-of-the-art formula penetrates deep into the chain link's core to provide long-lasting lubrication and total protection. Our integral extreme pressure additives coat every part of the link to provide a silky, smooth gear change and ultra-efficient drivetrain. Only contents are biodegradable.
Is it edible?
I mean, if it's biodegradable, is it edible?
No, those are two completely
separate
different
things.
I think my professional opinion, because you know, we're definitely amateur podcasters, but I still feel like I'm obligated to say that we do not recommend eating or ingesting any of these products. No matter what jokes we make, they're not meant for human consumption. Please use them as directed only. And Mucoff also sells, they've got that cold weather lube too. So if you're any of our friends from Minnesota, Michigan,
or even just our
Canada,
cold winters.
Yeah, our Canadian friends.
Cold.
But what is it? Does it say anything fancy on the back of that bottle? I think people would like to know.
First time user, fully degrease in dry chain, shake bottle vigorously.
Those are directions.
Yeah.
Shake vigorously. Can you give us an example of how that would be? All right, good to know. What about the ceramic lube? So what's the difference between a ceramic lube and a regular lube? Why don't we let Mucoff tell us about that?
Let's see. It says it creates a ceramic coating for incredible durability and long distance performance. And it has nano ceramic, provides ultra low friction for excellent efficiency. It's waterproof, excels in wet conditions, and biodegradable.
Do you use lubricant?
Always.
Okay, Okay, so yeah. So would you recommend people use a ceramic lubricant? And it appears as though I think the important takeaway is that Muc-off wants people to know that their dry lube actually excels in damp conditions as well.
Yes.
So feel free to use dry lube in damp conditions.
I think there's a difference though too, because like you still have the purpose of the wet if you're riding in the mud.
Did we read
Or-
about the wet? Let's see what they have to say about the wet lube.
Yeah. Mucoff Wet Lube is an ultra-durable long-distance bicycle chain oil. It is specifically formulated to excel in long-distance wet or damp conditions. So it's, I guess it can excel in damp as well.
Come on, keep together.
Our state-of-the-art formula penetrates deep into the chain links.
Pause. Sorry, we gotta grow up, dude. I might have to start this over. This is not okay.
Probably.
Keep rolling.
Penetrates deep into the chain link's core to provide long-lasting lubrication and total protection. Our integral extreme pressure additives coat every part of the link to provide a silky smooth gear change and ultra-efficient drivetrain.
So maybe next time, if it starts the same on multiple products, we'll skip
It's-
ahead. We'll hit that. We'll
That entire paragraph was about
hit the fast forward button in your brain about 2 seconds next time for everybody. All right. And then on the end though, there should be like a hydrodynamic lube or something on the end unit around the side there.
on the side.
Yeah, it's in a package maybe. Hydrodynamic or something like that they call it. Or did we sell it? There's no way we sold it. It's like $120.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe we did.
I
Or
do not
someone
see it.
stole it. No, I think somebody, they have like a race lube too. That's really dope. But
Yeah.
since we don't have it, we're not talking about it. Gosh darn. And then they also have an Ebike dry weather lube. So let's tell the folks about that.
Yep. Just specially formulated for e-bikes,
Yep.
as the name would.
Because e-bikes get special stuff. They're special people. They're some of our they've invested a lot in their bicycle always. So we like to give them their own special formulations.
Yeah.
So what about it? Does it have anything other than directions?
Nope, just the same as the dry lube, just
was-
formulated for e-bikes.
Are you supposed to shake it or how does that work?
Yes, always shake your lube.
Okay.
Always shake your lube.
Always shake it.
Always shake.
All right. I mean, that's I think something to keep in mind. All right, so let's move away from lube. So once you've got your drivetrain cleaned, you've then lubed it, and then you take the waterless wash and you spray it on your towel and you clean your bike up.
Yeah.
Now what do we need to do?
You can always protect your bike.
We need some bike protection.
Bike protect.
Tell us about that, would you, Champ?
Let's see. It says protect, preserve, and freshen your bike with Bike Protect's incredible high-performance water-dispersing protect and lube maintenance spray. It's a perfect all-over after-wash corrosion inhibitor that drives out moisture and leaves a dry, non-sticky protective lubricating layer on your bike's frame, drivetrain, metal parts, plastics, and paintwork.
Bro. Not now.
Yeah, it's just a protective coating that repels water, keeps rust away.
Cool. So
Keeps it
that
looking nice and pretty.
so where would you use that?
Mainly on your frame, rims, bars, basically everything but your brakes and your drivetrain.
Cool. And you would when you use that, it's in an
Yes.
aerosol can.
Make sure you use something to cover your brakes.
Yep.
Don't get it on your brakes.
Yep. You do not want that on your rotors.
Or at the very least, spray it on a cloth.
And
And then
Mucoff
use it.
does have a disc brake cleaner. We do not have it. I did not know that existed until I was doing some very brief research for tonight's podcast. So that looks cool. I'm going to seek out more information about that. Elsewise, if you do accidentally spray something on your rotors before you grab your brakes and contaminate your pads, you can use like isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol that you would get at like Walgreens or something.
Acetone as well.
You could isopropyl is going to be the safest thing. Wipe it down, spray it with isopropyl, wipe it down. And I use isopropyl to clean bikes often. And we do that here in the shop because we don't want anything getting left in the bottom brackets. We're trying to fix those problems typically. So we're really cautious about that. We don't ever spray water on bikes here. So where was I going with that? Oh, if you get some on your rotors, you can do that. You can also use a non-chlorinated brake cleaner. If you're going to do that, though, best practice is to remove the rotor from the wheel.
Yes.
And then do that away from it, because if that that brake clean gets on any of your bearings and stuff, it's going to destroy the grease and destroy. You're going to have to replace and they're probably sealed bearings, so you're going to have to replace them.
Yeah.
Which could get expensive if you have a nice hub. You could be looking at minimum $25 a bearing and have 4 of those to replace. So it's going to be $100 very fast. Or maybe you're fancy and you want to ride $60 bearings in there or something upgraded, and then it's a very expensive proposition. So take your rotor off if you're going to use brake clean, but you can just use isopropyl, or maybe the Mucoff product works. We'll have to check that out maybe sometime.
Just use the disc brake covers.
Yeah, or we have a product called Squeal Out that we use here in the shop. We do not sell it. If your brakes are squealing, you're always welcome to stop by the shop. And we'll give you a spoonful of it. I won't mail a spoonful of it to anybody because I feel like A, people could take advantage of that, and B, that could get you in trouble with the United States Postal Service. So I'm not going to do that.
Sketchy.
It could be sketchy. Yeah, like who's sending like a spoonful of
It's
nonsense?
like a white, powdery, wet.
The way I give it to people, because we don't have like packages here for spoonful of like weird paste. So I just get a plastic spoon, get a spoonful, and stick it in a little baggie and then hand it off. So that's how I would mail it probably. I'd rubber band the top of the plastic bag or something. But yeah, no, that's not going to look good. So I'm not going to do that. Come and see us if you want a spoon of Squeal Out, Squeak Out. I don't know. It's got a little piggy on
Squeal
it.
Out.
Squeal Out.
Yep.
Yeah. It's fun stuff. But yeah, or you can order some, I guess, from somebody, but it's like $20 and you'll never, like, we've had one tub for 4 years and we're a professional bike shop.
Yeah.
So
I think something with that though too is like once you get your brakes contaminated,
sometimes it's a fruitless cause.
Yeah. There's only so much you can do.
Yeah, we recommend. Yeah, I mean, and we often don't use that unless we can't get a hold of a pad, which has come up during COVID at times. But yeah, typically we just recommend replacing your brake pads. They're probably about due anyways, because you know, if your rotors are contaminated, I'm guessing you rode in the rain one day. So, you know, if you have organic pads, they're probably pretty worn down. But yeah, new brake pads and clean the rotors up really good. Then new brake pads. Yeah. So new brake pads are always awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, we carry a full range. I actually just ordered. I just read up and looked through all of our brake pads, grabbed everything I could grab that's available. A lot of brake pads are back in stock, so that's a new thing in 2022. Forgot that we used to live a life where you could just, you know, come into a bike shop, grab whatever brake pads you wanted.
Yeah.
But we do have most in stock. Some things are still out of stock,
but we're still getting more every day. So
every day, yeah. More coming in. Visit, if you can see on the bottom of the scroll, it's mtbshed.com. Yeah, we have a really nice website that shows everything we have in stock and that our suppliers have in stock. So order away, support the podcast, like, subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google.
All right.
Tell your friends.
Next product.
Yeah, dude. Oh, what is that?
This is Ebike Ultra Corrosion Defense.
So check that out. That's pretty cool. That's a really neat product. That you would actually, so this is important for e-bike users. I know I was kind of joking around a little bit with e-bike guys about having special products, but this is one that you would actually use on the contacts for your battery terminals, things along those lines. So go ahead and read the cool parts of what they have to say about that.
Long-term protection, introducing the ultimate protection for e-bike batteries and components. Ebike Ultra Corrosion Defense uses state-of-the-art anti-corrosion additives and inhibitors to provide class-leading protection against corrosion. It even works on surfaces that already have rust and corrosion. It simply stops rust in its tracks. It drives out moisture and leaves a protective anti-corrosive layer on your bike's frame, battery casing, battery terminals, metal parts, and paintwork to keep harmful effects of moisture at bay.
Heck yeah, and flip up that little nozzle, dude.
Yeah, they give you a little nozzle too.
It's a flip nozzle. Flip it down.
Yeah.
Flip it up. So cool. So I love that. That's really cool. That's going to run you like $20. You know, all these Mucoff products, figure out about, you know, $15 to $20 for everything.
Yeah, they're really not that expensive.
Yeah, it's fun. That's a really nice product. I mean, if when I had my e-bike, I never put water on it. But if for some reason that has happened, then that's a product that I'd say is probably a must-have for e-bike users. And it's good. You know, it's kind of the same way, like I always make reference, or at least have the last few podcasts about when I seek out like physical therapists or like medical type things. I always try to seek out somebody who rides bikes to give me that advice. And same thing when it comes to anything I'm going to be using on my bike. I like to err on the side of the guys who are all about bikes, and Mucoff does other stuff too, but
Yeah.
they're mountain bikers.
Well, they do like mountain bikes and motorcycles.
You're right.
I mean, that's all.
So I like to use things that companies make specific towards that. So
Mhm.
that's why we love the Mucoff stuff, because it's a trusted name. And you know what? If Mucoff puts out a product and it sucks, then that could, like Finish Line, I had that problem. I mean, Finish Line's got a lot of products I'm probably not a big fan of, but like when they put out their Last Forever tubeless sealant that failed, it was just like, oh, you guys are absolutely full of it. I'm done. Like, we're never carrying another Finish Line product in the store.
Yeah.
So yeah, Mucoff, you're on thin ice. We're serious around here.
They've done pretty well so far. So
heck yeah, they
we
have.
moved to their sealant.
Dude, we've had their gloves for like a year. I ordered them on another like Mucoff buying binge, and no one's bought them, and they're kind of up at the top out of the way. But I needed gloves, so I was like, all right, we have a ton of these. They're not moving. I'll give them a shot. You know, I've got my new Remedy 8, my 2022 Remedy 8, medium large, olive. It really went with my bike pretty dope. So I was like, I'll give them a shot. I was like, they felt kind of thick, and I was like, they feel like kind of stretchy. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like these. And then there's no adjustment, just, you know, these gloves here. Second time I talked about them, they're dope. Oh, and they say ride or die, which is my favorite part, dude.
They're pink.
There are only some pink on there, just the teardrop. It's like a teardrop of pink. You know, they're so comfortable and they stay in place. They're not moving around on me or anything. They go on and off nice and easy. I think that's like, I like gloves that kind of fit really nice, have a strap and everything's like set up and in there. But it's also nice having a glove that just like, I don't even ride a medium. I ride larges. Yeah, my hand fits right in there. So I could get away with the medium, but I wear the largest because I like to have a little bit more room. But yeah, dude, just easy on, easy offs. Works with the phone and everything. Got a little phone toucher button. It says ride. So cool. But anyhow, what were we talking about?
We were talking protection products.
Oh yeah, moving on past that. So, and then we use the silicone shine a lot here in the shop. That's a really dope one too, especially on if you're coming to pick up a cool new full suspension bike. We happen to have a lot of slashes and fuels in stock. We can't ship those, but you can come pick them up in store, take a trip, come ride our trails, stay in one of the cabins nearby. But the silicone shine, anything interesting on the back of that bottle you could tell our friends about?
Silicone shine makes parts shine and reduces grime buildup on treated surfaces such as plastics, vinyl, carbon fiber. Cleaning will be even easier after use.
Absolutely. So, you know, especially as we move into summertime, dust is going to be the kind of main culprit of your bike being dirty. Ideally, once we get past the next couple of weeks here, it won't be raining as much. St. Louis has been it's been a swamp for the last month, just nonstop rain. Things have been rideable the last couple of days, but I hit that bike park Sunday on Easter, right as it was starting to rain, as I was pedaling up from the shop. And I was like, and I was like, I'm getting it in just in time. It was great. I fortunately don't have the stamina built up. I just started riding again. I did 2 weeks of riding. I skipped a week, and then I'm back on my week of riding. I was going to ride today, but didn't. So
that's all right.
It's raining.
That's why we're talking about Mucoff.
Yeah, we are talking about Mucoff. But yeah, silicone shine's really nice. It does make cleaning your bike up easier. And then the next cool product is the matte finish detailer. I think that's a must-have. If you have a matte bike and you clean it, especially if you use like isopropyl alcohol like I like to use, then it doesn't look real great. And if you try to use any other kind of like shiner polish, it's like spotty and greasy looking. So the matte finish detailer is super nice product to really make your bike just look nice and the paint look nice and uniform and new and fresh again. So what do they have to say about that? Anything fun?
They say matte finish detailers are quick to use detailing spray for satin matte paints, matte finishes, and matte vinyl wraps. It will leave any matte finish with a streak and gloss-free protective finish. Fingerprints and glossy marks are now a thing of the past. Leaves a dry, non-sticky protective layer on any matte finish.
That is dope. Yeah, and especially like, you know, if you're working on your bike and that you're going to get grease on different areas and stuff. So it's good for a spot cleaner. And again, spray your microfiber towel first, and then wipe the bike. Do not spray the bike.
or get some disc brake
brake
covers.
covers, yeah.
Yeah.
Which they're cool, and they come in a variety of camouflage colors.
So something else too about the silicone shine, I think we forgot to mention. It's got a cherry scent to it. When you
Ooh,
spray it.
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think that's another.
Yeah, and that even with the silicone spray, again, I always spray the rag still. I haven't used the Wondershine yet. What do they have to say about that? I would love to learn about that product.
Let's find out.
How much is a Wondershine?
25?
Maybe. Who knows? Can you not read any of them?
All the stickers are above the.
Kill them all, bro. Don't let that hold your one. You don't let that one. Don't wonder shine.
It was all dented.
Tell us about it.
Cool. Muc-off Wondershine is the ultimate high-quality polish and protectant. It has been specifically engineered to provide a deep, luxurious shine that will ensure the elements and keep your bodywork looking like it's just rolled off the showroom floor. Our unique formula contains a fusion of 3 separate waxes and a number of highly advanced ingredients that combine to produce a superior protective treatment that is safe to use on paintwork, fiberglass, GRP, carbon fiber, gel coats, chrome, metal, and plastics. It is also amazingly easy to apply, buff off, leaving a shine that has to be seen to be beloved.
Speaking of Wondershine,
yeah,
we have a Trek/99 here in size large that it has a new showroom shine to it, just the same as you can get from Wondershine. I will deliver that bike anywhere in the state of Missouri, Arkansas, Illinois, Kansas, Iowa. That would be it. But yeah, I will personally deliver it, which would be a legal way of me technically not. I can't pay a shipping service, but I can personally deliver a bike to you, which I would happily do. If anyone wants to buy that.
If someone bought that,
/99 sold out.
I would do that.
Somebody's going to come and get it at some point from somewhere. If you're close enough, I'll deliver it to you personally.
I'd take that anywhere in the continental U.S. If someone bought it.
Huh?
If someone bought it.
You would take it anywhere? You personally will take it anywhere in the continental
It's going to go someplace cool.
Dude, it would match your car really good.
It would.
What kind of car do you drive?
It's a 99 Mustang.
Hell yeah. What color is it?
It's yellow.
Yeah, it is.
It matches the yellow on the truck.
Yep.
Not buying it.
Okay.
I don't have money.
I mean, we have Klarna. Klarna actually, we had just kind of the pay in 4 option with Klarna. Now people can actually come in the store. You can pay interest free with like up to 6 months for purchases under $999 in shop, or for those bigger purchases, Klarna you can actually finance up to $15,000 now, and do anywhere from 12 to 48 month terms on that. So if you wanted to grab a Slash, we could finance that for 4 years for you.
Yeah. That's how you could get that.
And then it basically, I mean, it would only cost you nickels to ride every month in comparison. Then you're kicking it around on an $11,500 bike with Axis and a Zeb,
full
all
carbon
kinds
wheels,
of crazy
Zeb Ultimate,
yeah, dude.
Super Deluxe Ultimate, everything.
It's got all the extra words on it. It's got all the inside upgrades.
It's got a single piece carbon bar and stem that flows into itself. Most beautiful thing ever.
Yeah. It is an awfully dreamy bike. And even if you maybe aren't in the market to buy that bike, we have /7s and 8s here on the floor in a variety of sizes and colors. And you can just come to the shop and drool over that. Can you test ride it? No, you cannot. I will need an ID. I'm going to need to know your mother's maiden name. And
we'll need some car keys on the counter or something.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And no, we're going to do like a test ride in your car first. Because, I mean, a lot of people, like, maybe my truck's worth more than that, but my car for sure is not worth more than that.
Oh, that's like 3 of my cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of your 3 yellow Mustangs.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have to trade in 3 yellow Mustangs to buy a Trek /99.
Yeah. I would have to trade in my car and my Yeti.
That is like, if you want to be the fastest enduro racer on the trail, have the best opportunity. If you want to be the amateur champion, maybe have a chance at expert one day, start pushing the envelope and go from amateur champ to expert champion, you're going to need a sled like that, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's it's going to eat everything up. 170 mil of travel, dude. maybe more. Do what you want.
No, 160, 170. I think
It's got 170 on it, but you can bump it up, go up to 180 if you want.
put a dual crown on it.
No, dude, just on the existing Zab.
You could put a dual crown on it.
I wouldn't do that. All right, moving on.
Anyways,
You're depressing me. All right, so let's skip the. Well, let's read that. Let's see what the bottle has to say. What do they call that
I'm
product?
not sure what this is.
That's MO-MD 94. What is this?
Is it like a WD-40 type of thing?
MO 94. Yeah. No, it's not WD-40.
Okay.
Read it to the folks.
Disperses moisture to prevent rust and corrosion, provides a high lubrication for moving parts, reduces metal-to-metal contact, cuts down on friction to improve component efficiency.
So if you haven't rebuilt the suspension or done an overhaul on your bearings for your full suspension mountain bike, you may not know yet that there are parts that rub together
Frequently.
Yeah, so it's a really good idea after you clean your bike and clean all those areas out with some of the other Muc-off products, that you spray that at those, especially those contact points where your frame might be pivoting around and moving. So heads up on that. So do that. So that's a cool product to have. Everybody should have that in their toolkit. At least do it every once in a while, especially if you get your bike super muddy and you end up taking a hose to it. Like, you need to be using like 4 of these products that are on here at least. And then you need to get some park tool stuff and start taking some stuff apart.
But the thing is, they're all fairly cheap.
But if you're not going to take everything apart, yeah, grab all these things. It's a good excuse. Like, I know, like, before we opened up the shed, like, it's why I went to my local bike shop. I was always, every shop I went in, I went to shops anywhere I would go. If I went on vacation, I'd have to go to, like, I'd look up and see what shops were in the area, and I'd stop by a shop. And I always walk around, I'm looking for something I can buy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Muc-off, it's right, you're right here in front of the register. We have all their stuff. It's normally an illuminated, eye-catching display. Because they just have so much cool stuff you don't have. And if you go to your local bike shop, if they happen to be Mucoff ambassadors like the Mountain Bike Shed, then they'll have plenty of things to choose from where you can grab something dope. And yeah, dude, super neat. So, all right, so cool. That's like most of that stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, they have a chain degreaser that comes in an aerosol. Pull those up, would you?
This is the workshop size too.
Yeah. So big thing, aerosol degreaser. If you're going to use something like this, you better have your those disc brake covers on, or have your disc brakes covered in some fashion. And then, because you will have all those moisture droplets in the air, or actually that it's best when you're using that kind of stuff to fully remove it from the bicycle. So I like to fully remove that from the bicycle. Read what it says as far as directions for use. That would be interesting on the bike chain degreaser. How much is the shop size?
Just $20.
It's probably a bit more than that right now. That was pre-inflation numbers.
Well, that's not that bad.
No,
but I mean, that'll last you forever. So
forever and a day. No, it won't really last all that long. You go through that stuff pretty fast. You'd be surprised. I don't use stuff like that anymore. But you can use, like, if you, the Mucoff Cleaner comes in the gel, the refill packs, like the concentrate. You can leave it concentrated and it'll clean your drivetrain as well. And that's what a lot of folks do.
Stuff.
Yeah. So there's directions on there. Read, see if it says something about that. You're doing great.
So yeah, if you're using as a degreaser for a chain cleaning device, simply use directly from the pouch.
Yep. So use that straight up. How much is a refill pack like that?
Not that expensive. It's about the same price as the normal.
Okay, so like 18,
spray bottle,
$15 to $20. And then how many bottles? How much does it say? How much fluid that'll make? It just says regular cleaner.
This can make 2 liters of bike cleaner.
So 2 of the bottles.
So yeah, 2
bottles.
Those
are 1 liter bottles. So yeah, if you want to come in, get a liter of cleaner, we can hook everybody up with a liter of cleaner.
Also got more. This one will do 4 bottles.
Oh, so that does 4 liters.
Yep.
Nice.
And then we do have a powder.
What's up with the powder?
Same thing. You just mix it with water. The only downside is you can't use that as a degreaser for your chain.
Sick.
Yeah.
What is it say? Anything cool? That's punk powder.
Just says refill your old bottle and help reduce plastic waste.
Noise.
Yeah. 94% less packaging. So if you're trying to do your part to be eco-friendly.
Cool. And then Mucoff's also, so we're at like 45 minutes. Within the next 5 minutes, I'm going to hit all like the just weird non-bike cleaning products. But Mucoff also, we use the, before we jump into that, so they have bio grease, just a degreaser. They got carbon compound.
Yes.
All that stuff's nice. We love it. It's just as good as anything else. So we've got all that. And then we switched back to using Muc-off back in the shop. So we use this as a tubeless sealant. It's got like some like glitter in there. It seems to work pretty good. We like it.
Yeah. I ran it for about 2 years or so and had no issues with it.
Yeah, and it smells good.
Yeah.
It smells good.
Okay.
All Muc-off stuff smells good, which is nice.
True.
So smells really nice. They have these handy pouches that screw right onto your valve stem.
Yeah.
Really cool. We carry bigger bottles and all that.
Yeah.
Muc-off's also got, you know, a whole kit here. The kit comes with laugh in the face of punctures with our super lightweight but badass sealant. The Muc-off, no puncture. This is the kind of stuff I wanted you to read the whole time. Gosh darn, dude.
It's wrong package.
No puncture. It can seal holes up to 4 millimeters, ensuring that your ride is uninterrupted. Our proprietary water-based, non-hazardous formula is specifically developed for use with inner tubes. It is compatible with a wide range of bikes, whether you're commuting, hitting the trails, or everything in between. We have you covered.
So that's an inner tube kit. That's not even a...
For inner tubes using Schrader valve. You could use it in an inner tube. Puncture protection for inner tubes. This is not...
That's not the tubeless.
Yeah, this is specifically inner tube sealant. So they have an inner tube sealant for our friends that enjoy running. Maybe you run the old Tannis, the Tannis system.
Yeah, you could.
And then you've got some Muc-off in there. You got the Tannis insert. You got your tube, and you're rocking it old school. You're not doing that silly tubeless stuff, even though you kind of are.
If you're shrouping hard, burping your tires a lot.
Yeah, son.
You might need a tube. Pop, pop. Yeah, I did that a few times.
Heck yeah, dude.
I put a tube in there.
Yeah. You put a tube in, got you a little Tannis.
Yeah, got me a dub.
Yeah, Doug ran the Tubeless ran the Tannis system for a while. Did you know that Doug is short for Tubeless?
Tubeless?
I don't know. That's what Sarah sent a package to Tubeless.
Oh. So here is the actual tubeless kit.
So they have that also.
Yeah.
And what all does that have in it?
Let's find out. So it's got 140 milliliters of tubeless sealant. It's got a measuring scoop, valve core removal tool, and a UV torch.
Yep, this kit also has that. So yeah, you get the tool in there. That's a nice thing about grabbing the kits. So that's really cool. We here at the shop use the Mucoff tire levers. The reason being, they're these super fat guys. Pedro's also has this style of lever that's really nice. All other levers suck, so go with the Pedro's ones. And they have a nice little band on them, so that's cool. Mucoff levers are so awesome.
Something I think is underrated too is that all the Mucoff bottles, they come with a little nozzle and they give you a hose. So if you're running a tire insert or anything, you don't have to take off the tire. You just go straight in through the valve and there's no issues.
Yep.
You know,
valve stems of every color. We carry those, obviously. They also have a CO2 kit for our friends that like to do that. I'm not responsible enough for that.
I use that. Works great. I've had it for like 2 years.
Sick.
Yeah.
I screw them up every time. I'm like, am I supposed to hold this button in when I screw it in?
Oh, that one's,
blow it out.
that one's
like,
super easy to use.
Yeah, this actually, I feel like this is pretty dummy proof.
Yeah.
You screw it on and then push the button on the back.
Yeah, basically.
That's easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe pick this up. This 25 gram containers in here for mountain biking specifically. Again, Mucoff is a mountain bike company. They also do some other stuff, but they are mountain bikers.
Yeah.
Mountain bike company, support what they do. Cool stuff from them. So yeah, you can do all that. We love the Mucoff stuff. It's high quality. It's really nice. Variety of colors. Nice gloves, sealant, lubes, cleaners. They've got chamois lube. They have a big tub of it, which I'm not going to get into that. But
it's luxury chamois cream.
They do have luxury chamois cream. You can scoop it in. I stopped ordering because we don't get a lot of people that ask for chamois cream. Being a mountain bike shop, most of our riders are done in under 20 miles, so I don't think it really plays in for those folks often.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just not telling me about it because we don't carry it, so they're
People
not
just
bringing
don't
up
talk
such a
about
conversation with me just randomly.
That is fair.
They just walk in. They're like, you know what I want to talk about with you, sir?
If you need chamois cream, you're probably in an uncomfortable situation to talk about chamois cream.
Sure, yeah. But it happens to everybody if
Eventually.
Yeah, or if you're not wearing maybe bike specific chamois or something along those lines. Maybe you're just raw dogging out there. So yeah. So they have men's and women's variety. We just sold our last bottle like 2 days ago, or we would show folks that. So I don't have any feedback on that. I don't ride my bike long enough to need that stuff.
I don't know. I've never tried it,
out well before that.
Maybe I'll have to try it someday.
Yeah, but I mean, I could definitely see why people would. Yeah, I need to try it someday.
We can get like a shop tub and we can all share.
You would love that. So yeah, and as far as that, they have a dry shower product. Pull that down. Read me the cool thing they have to say about dry shower.
Mucoff Dry Shower is an innovative body wash designed for people on the move. Whether you're a cyclist, commuter, lunchtime trainer, festival goer, camper, backpacker, trail runner, motorcyclist, or just an all-round active person, dry shower is the perfect way to freshen up without water.
Yeah, so it foams. Rub it around in your hands. It foams up. You wipe it in your hot spot areas. Do that, and then take a towel and wipe it all off. Same kind of theory, I would assume, behind the body cleaner is that it encapsulates that dirt and allows the rag to kind of pull it off your skin a little bit easier. So,
well, it says no water or towel needed. You just go straight on.
I would still use a towel, maybe.
Yeah.
That's
and
neat.
As a side note, it's not tested on animals.
That's good.
Yeah. Not
even humans. They just threw it out there. They're just like, you know what? We think this is going to be good.
I mean,
we don't think this is going to give people rashes.
I don't know.
We're going to go with it.
I mean, I get rashes pretty easy. So
no, Mucoff is a very kind of conscious, environmentally conscious, really cool company, new agey kind of company. I don't know how long they've been around, but I've only known about them for maybe 4 or 5 years. So cool. I'm sure they really push that kind of stuff. As far as that goes too, we have some foam fresh somewhere along there.
Yes.
So foam brush is also a foam that you spray. You would use that in your helmet. You would use that in your bike shoes. You would use that in any of your gear that you sweat in, and it'll help freshen things up if you're not actually going to pull everything out and rinse it and clean it. Maybe like responsible people would do. But since we're mountain bikers, the solution is have that in your trunk where you throw your gear. And then when you put your helmet away or whatever, maybe remember to do, maybe not do it when it's in your trunk in a dark
it's an aerosol.
Yeah, but maybe wait till you get home. Spray it out once you get home and the helmet's dry. Spray it out and don't be a dirty bird. So they have that. They have goggle cleaner. Do they see anything nice about the foam fresh that's interesting?
Not really, no. It's just directions.
Son of a gun. All business. So yeah, lens cleaner. They also have device cleaner. So that's for any of your electronic bits. And you would say, why does a bicycle and motorcycle company make a device cleaner?
It's for the gram. Need sick pictures for the gram.
Yeah, read what it is, see if it has anything interesting to say. And the reason also would be, obviously, we're going to be in dirty, dusty situations. You're going to have some muddy paws when you go to grab your phone. Things are going to get nasty and dirty. So that is actually an important thing, and it's cool. Guys mostly listen to this. Like 98% of our listeners are guys. So especially if they're listening 55 minutes in, there's only dudes, there's no chicks listening. We're irresponsible. So what I love about Mucoff is that I can just I know if they sell a product that I probably have a use for it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's fair.
So it's all cool stuff. So yeah, eventually you'll find a use for that. So feel free to grab that from your local bike shop if they are also Mucoff ambassadors. Anything cool that they have to say about that?
It's not tested on animals and it's vegetarian friendly.
What is it for? Does it even say? Read me that.
Just device clean. So mobile phones, tablets, laptops, digital cameras, keypads, and TV computer screens.
Nice.
So
sickness.
Fortunately, no fun stuff though.
What else we got? Oh, there's the Rain Protect. Read that off real quick. So that's an interesting new product Mucoff has came out. It's up at the top.
Yep.
Read that. Read something cool about that. What is it called? What's the product called?
Braving the Elements.
What is the product called?
Oh, yeah, it's just rain shield.
Oh, rain shield.
Yeah,
Okay. Muc-off. Way to go, guys.
Yeah, rain shield.
Yeah. So this is an important product.
Let's see. Yep. Braving the Elements. Then grab our new Rain Shield Reproofer Spray. It creates a cutting-edge DWR durable water repellent layer on all types of technical clothing. It is a simple-use spray-on waterproofing treatment designed to restore factory levels of performance on all waterproof and breathable fabrics.
Heck yeah. My favorite product Muc-off has. I hope it works. I'm going to use it on some stuff here shortly. Does that have a price tag on it?
This does not yet, but I would
It's
imagine
somewhere
it's,
between $15 and $30. So
if that, it might be even cheaper.
yeah, who knows? So pick that up. A lot of cool products. Anything we missed over there? Muc-off also started selling a hand sanitizer. We carry that in the shop.
We got the hand sanitizer.
Mm-hmm. So if you buy a cleaning kit of some kind, we will throw in a free hand sanitizer. I actually have Muc-off masks as well here. The Muc-off mask is really comfortable. It's a nice snug fit.
It looks cool too.
Kind of like, yeah, it looks dope. And it's got like a cross on it, makes it look medical.
Sponges.
Yeah, sponges. That's cool.
It's only a couple $. Too.
Oh, and you know what we sell a lot of? The little Muc-off carrying case. Pull that up. Yeah, we have Muc-off mechanics gloves as well over there. We sell a ton of those. Yeah. Yeah, just the essentials.
Just
case.
a little
thing to throw in your bag, put all your bike tools in.
And then, of course, mechanics gloves.
Yeah.
If you like to work on your bike.
Yeah.
And you're using grease, put some gloves on. Just don't touch your brake rotors.
Don't do it. So we also sell a 5-liter thing of bike cleaner too. That's like what? How much is that? Like $60 or something? Probably doesn't have a price on it.
No price.
Oh, son of a gun. We're terrible at this. Well, cool, dude. That's 55 minutes of us just reading the back labels of Muc-off products. I think very easily we really didn't go into detail. I think we did an awesome job. I think a little pat on the back is deserved for both of us. Thank God I've got the help of the amateur champion here to keep me in line. But we rolled right through those products. We didn't really sit on anything for too long, and we didn't really hit everything. We kind of touched most of the products that we have.
We kind of talked about everything.
We did do a good job, dude. We did so good.
And the nice thing about all of this stuff is it's all self-explanatory too. I mean, there's not really any question of what it does if it's
sure. Yeah. So everything you need to take care of you and your bike on the trail, get yourself cleaned up, keep yourself from getting any rashes in your crotch. Lubricant. That's good it's deep penetrating lubricant. It's good in damp situations. Tubeless sealant. So if you're having issues with your tube, they've got something for that. It's good. Then it filled our entire time. And there's even products that maybe we don't have that people love that they want to comment about below and tell us is their favorite Muc-off product. But super cool stuff.
I think mine is the lube for the tube.
Huh?
The lube.
Tube lube?
It's the lube for the tube.
Yeah, dude. Tube lube. All right. Well, that's it. Let's end that on weird.